Hey guys, welcome back. Anglosfol here, and we are back for some more Broken Sword. So we'd just come back to the museum and we'd had a chat to Lobino about stuff and things. Now we just need to find a way of getting the tripod. Ooh. Can I, try that again. Oh look, window open. Now I remember something about... Yeah, this is from years ago. I think you need to hide in here. That's the one. Yeah, we hide in here. So then we can come back in the evening. Something like that. Oh, look, there we go. Hidden. Yes. Check me out. I hope I can get out of there.
Closing time, Monsieur Lobino.
That's convenient. Closing time.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, Monsieur.
Good night, good night. And there's me locked in this sarcophagus. Oh, here we go. The ape and the gorilla? No, the gorilla and the weasel. There we go. Gorilla, weasel.
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Ah, proper Italian. Oh, George. Why'd you do that? Oh, okay. We'll do that.
What the... Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
Joof. Oh, idiot, George. What? Who's that? Okay. Who was that? Was that Nico? Doing a bit of
And when I woke up,
acrobatics.
I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What
Oh,
a mess.
George.
I bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting those two crooks.
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
Catwoman Nico.
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't sulk, Georgie,
It's
please.
Catwoman.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod.
You got the tripod and the gem. Fantastic. We're on the road to something here.
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre Lobino.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again.
Mm-hmm.
He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the knight's crest to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bear that crest.
I sure hope so.
Ooh. Okay. I don't want to click this again, but we've got to.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Just in case. I don't think there'll be anything
There's a
different.
guy with a sword between...
No.
There's a guy...
No.
Look there, two...
No.
There's a... But the...
Yes, yes, yes.
A knight. The knight through my teeth.
Yes, okay. Nothing interesting. Right, okay, let's get out of there.
Better get back to the quest.
The quest. Onwards and upwards. Right, where's that? Monfauçon? Not sure. What's this? Let's go back to the museum, see what's happened. Oh, there's been a robbery. Mwahaha. No tripod. What you got to say about that, Lobino?
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Hello.
Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
Uh-huh.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Oui, of course.
Yes, of course.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Okay.
What story does the manuscript tell?
I don't know. It was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, we pilgrims in our thousands on our way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Just making money.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Okay.
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh.
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Okay, fair enough. Looks like we might be heading to Spain at some point, which is quite cool. Get a bit of sun on Georgie. Although I've just had a look at his eyes. Look at them. Oh, good God, these graphics. Like I said, as long as you can get past the graphics with this game, oh, you're not too bad, but sometimes it's painful. Let's see what he says. Okay, let's not give him the tripod. Yeah, let's not draw attention to ourselves.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Let's see. Oh, look, no tripod.
The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Exhibit temporarily removed."
Aww. Oh, no,
Pardon me?
talk to him.
Oui, monsieur?
What happened to the tripod?
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Though people, it is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to party.
I think I've already said this, haven't I?
I
Yeah,
am an
no, I have.
authority on the...
Whereas
Okay,
you know
come on,
next
move on.
to nothing.
Of course not. Not like Monsieur...
Yes, Lobby, no. What about the
Do
knights?
you know anything about the Knights
I think
of
I'd
the
already
Templar?
asked this,
No,
haven't I?
sir. Not...
The sign on the tripod says...
Yeah, no, I have asked
Yeah.
this. I can remember
It
this now.
doesn't make...
Most...
You
Okay,
don't...
come on, move on.
He was... He taught me. But
Why don't you start over and enroll for a...
you
Yes,
know,
yes.
Do you...
At your age?
Right, lovely.
Thanks for your help.
No help whatsoever. Can we ask you about the tripod?
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
No, I can't. Oh well.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
I thought I might be able to say, oh, where's your tripod gone? Not that I'm rubbing it in their face or anything. Of course not. Right, let's head... Does that... No, it doesn't tell me where I can go. Let's go to Monfauçon. Ooh! Another clown. Don't like the clown. Right, let's have a talk to folk.
Excuse me, officer.
Who are you?
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
Yeah, he's not drunk at all.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Yeah, well, at least you can read. That's handy. Right, we'll leave it at
See
that.
you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Yeah, let's talk to the... no, I don't want to go up there. Let's
I
talk
had
to the
no
tourists.
desire to talk to the crowd.
Okay, don't want to talk to the tourists. How about you, Mr. Clown?
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui?
What do you do?
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
No! I am a jongleur!
A jongler? What's that?
Mon Dieu! A jongleur is an artist, a master of the contragravitique aeroballatique mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crownheads of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute, wait. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders. Plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Of course. George, uneducated.
Juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not, does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better, no?
I'll give it a try.
Be my guest.
Oh, George, you're going to show yourself up here.
I had no idea what I was doing. But this guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
George.
A lot more difficult than I thought. That's how difficult.
Oh, making the crowd angry.
Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I guess not.
Really not. Although I want to ask
Hi
you about
again.
the Templars.
Oui? What is it this time?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, their last Grand Master, Jacques Dumoulin, was burned on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow. You're pretty well educated for a juggler.
Oh, I read it on the board.
I read it on that board over there.
The board is very useful, apparently. Oh, have you seen him?
Have you seen this man before?
No.
Had to ask.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right, I want to get down there.
I couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Can I...
Hey,
Oh,
hey you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone. Now,
okay, so I'm
Sorry, no harm intended.
you stay away from that.
Right, I'm going to have to get rid of him. Fair enough. Right. Where else can I go? What can I do? I can't... So I could go up there or go up here. Let's go up here. Oh, church. Right.
I didn't have time to sit
Okay.
around.
Fair enough. Let's have a chat to you.
Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
Right, what do you know
What
about
do
the
you
Knights
know
Templar?
about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
Okay.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
Well, please tell.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
Okay, nothing else to say to
Catch
him.
you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Ooh, what can we do with him?
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hairline crack.
Okay. Ooh, what about that?
A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell.
Yeah, see, they're pointing towards us going to Spain. Although the fact that I can... Yeah, I'll have to do something with that. I'll come back to that.
A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work.
You're right, it must have been heavy. Oh, what about him?
A stone knight
I wondered if this guy had died in combat.
Maybe. Oh, let's have a look at
I
that.
didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Fair enough. George, you're useless to us. Can't tell us much.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world. I guess.
Okay, nothing much to say in here. I'll come back to him. I want to get down the sewer first. That's my main concern, I think. So how can I get rid of him? I need to get rid of him. Let's try talking to him again. Anything new?
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Do you know him?
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
Fair enough. How about clowns?
Does this red nose mean anything to you?
Ah, you are a clown.
Do I look like a clown?
Yes.
No, although you juggle like one. Now, if I'd known you were a clown, it would have been amusing, and not a humiliation for you.
What do you mean?
Whoever heard of a plainclothes clown?
Very
He
true.
had a point.
So you're saying that if I juggle badly with a red nose, I'd be the king of comedy. But if I juggle badly without it...
You look like a pathetic loon. Oui, monsieur, you have it.
Okay, that's giving me an idea. So how about oh, come
I'll
out of
see you
there.
around.
Oui, monsieur, I'll be there.
How about if I talk to him and tell him I'm a
Hi
clown?
again.
Oui? What is it this time?
I am a clown, of course.
I'd like to have another try at juggling, please.
You have gone on a crash course, perhaps?
No, I just had an insight into presentation.
Huh?
Allow me to demonstrate. The balls, please.
If you insist on completing your humiliation, monsieur.
Now let's make
Okay,
it a
now
show.
for my secret weapon.
Oh, red nose disappeared. Oh, and back.
The juggler was speechless with rage. You could have mistaken him for a mime. And without a word, he collected his balls and left in a fury.
You leave, mate. You leave.
Hey, you forgot one of your balls. Hey! But he didn't hear. Better still, deprived of his entertainment, the gendarme decided maybe he ought to do some policing for a change.
Ah, perfect. And clearly he was watching the juggler. You guys leave. Leave. Disperse. Go. Okay. You just want to watch me get in the sewer. Fair enough. Let's get in there. Oh, I never looked at the sign. We'll look at that when we come back up. Oh no, we can look at it now. Let's have a quick
French,
look.
English, and German, it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the knightly order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine.
Fair enough, exactly what all the other guys had told us. Let's go. Ooh, right. What can we do? Let's have a look at this thing first. We do. Okay, chain unwinds. Brilliant.
The hook lay in a bed of chain.
So I need to attach the hook
The
somewhere.
wall had flaked, and anything once written on it had long since gone.
Huh. Like that.
The inscription was hard to read, but I made out Templier, and something about innocence.
Okay.
My medieval French isn't much, but the few words I understood seemed to say, this is where the gallows used to stand. Maybe.
Through here. Ooh. Ah, look. Evidence of hanging. Guess that takes us back. What's this?
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
Fair enough, I'm not going anywhere. How about... bash it down? No, clearly not. What was that goat? I think I heard a goat sound, or it may just be me imagining it. Right, let's head back over here. So I clearly need to do something with that. Then nothing...
The wall had flaked. The wall seemed in very poor condition. The inscription was undecipherable. I wondered why.
Okay. How about...
It was time for some
Oh,
brutal
okay.
destruction.
George!
Hey, that's hollow! I'd poked a hole in an historical site. If any archaeologists came by, they'd lynch me for this.
Maybe a
There
little
was
bit.
some sort of mechanism hidden inside the wall, with a lever in the middle of it.
Ah, lever to the door. Right.
Here goes. The secret door had jammed. I couldn't get through that gap. I'd pulled the lever right over.
How about my trusty tool? Again. No? Ooh, okay. Ah, perfect. Well done, Georgie. Oh, look, he does it himself. Don't even need to tell him anything. Oh, how to smash things up. Right, now what do I do in here? Ooh. No, let's not close it. Or can we?
Boy, had I ever made a mess of that door.
Just a slight tad, hey? Right, let's go down into the depth of Paris. Come on, George. Speed.
At the bottom of the steps, I could see a glow. I could hear voices from the lit area. It seemed a good moment to be cautious.
Okay. What's there? Oh, okay, maybe I can watch them.
In the beginning was the end.
Oh.
An end wrought by our enemies began our darkness.
In the end will be a beginning.
An end to our enemies heralds our new day.
This is not freaky at all.
The military establishments are in flux. The end of the Cold War has left them with no clear goal and as obvious targets for budgetary cuts. We have successfully promoted a sense of betrayal in the upper echelons. They feel that the politicians have cast them adrift. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Good. Mademoiselle?
Governments are giving the corporations more respect than their own citizens. A groundswell of dissatisfaction and dissidence is growing. The corporations are becoming too large and complex for their own executives to control them. A blind belief in market forces is accelerating this trend the world over. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
The global population's belief in those that govern it has never been lower. We have inculcated a sense of immediacy and action over forethought and planning in all the major governments. They are acting on hasty decisions that cannot be completed or revoked without appearing foolish. The pattern is emerging. Our time is now.
Excellent. The tired old governments are dying a slow death from their own incompetence, and
Professor, where is the broken sword?
Ah, as we discussed last time, with the loss of the manuscript, our search is as a corollary hindered.
And as discussed last time, you have been furnished with a dramatically increased budget. What have you been doing with our money, Professor?
We are working on the principle that the Templars, that is to say our predecessors,
Hold on. These are the Templars?
Well done, George.
must have left a trail when they were hiding the clues to the sword of Baphomet's location. I have a small army of historians and archaeologists ferreting out that trail.
I trust these historians and archaeologists are more trustworthy than your friend Pegram.
Pegram was loyal. He tried to protect the Lochmarn gem when the Hashashin came near.
Ah, the Hashashin.
And failed. And don't call that Syrian maniac the Hashashin. He's an assassin. Plain and simple.
Oh, Scar
That's
guy.
not what he believes. He actually thinks.
Silence! Do I have to remind you that we have a sacred duty? A trust? When Philippe attempted to destroy the Order, we lost the sword and our power with it. Now we have the opportunity to reforge it. But time is short. We need results.
This is not
petty
sounding
bickering,
good. They want
not
to take over the world.
Excuses. Now, Professor Baphomet.
Yes, of course. My apologies. We will find Baphomet and the sword, manuscript or no. We have already found another element actually within Paris.
Oh.
Excellent. What is it?
Well, we're not exactly sure at present.
Ha!
But I have my best people working on it. You would do well not to criticize others, Eklund. At least I have not murdered one of our own.
Of course. That guy was the bogus doctor in the hospital.
Marquet was a liability. Eklund dealt with him on my orders.
I beg your pardon, Grandmaster. I did not mean to.
Have you any good news for us, Professor?
We already know 3 of the elements. We know that Klausner had obtained the lens before he vanished.
Where was he?
Syria. We know that he arrived, but after that, nothing.
The assassin.
Okay,
I
a
feel
lens
so
in
easily
Syria.
ashamed.
Syria. Okay.
Klausner was a good operative.
This will be our last meeting in person until we locate the sword of Baphomet. I hope that I don't need to emphasize the importance of finding it. Without it, our endeavors come to nothing. With the sword reforged, we will have the power to sweep the stage of all opposition the next time that we meet. It will be to become the princess of this world!
Wow.
Okay, I'm freaked out now a little bit. Oh, look at them all on the little boat. Fantastic. Right, let's head down. Ooh, what's this? Okay, non nominis Moria Carore Tenebris.
There was a large circle marked out on the floor with a stump.
No one
in the middle.
dies? Something?
Around the circle, I could see words inlaid into the stone. On the circle's circumference were the Templar seal and 2 Latin phrases, non omnis moriar and clarior e tenebris.
Lights
I
in
shall
the dark?
not die completely,
Ah.
the brighter from the darkness.
Okay.
In the middle of the
Anything?
circle
Oh,
was a
look.
stump of stone,
3 little
a
dots.
shaft of daylight from the world above lancing down to touch it.
Okay, okay, look. 3, tripod, done. Look
The
at
tripod's feet fitted neatly into the notches on the top of the stump.
that. How about putting the gem on there now?
The light falling from above struck the gem and scattered in 5
Marib.
neat rays.
Marib.
And each ray picked out a letter. Starting from the left, I could read M M-A-R-I-B. Marib. Now all I had to do was figure out what the heck that meant.
That's always good. Oh, back in Nico's.
Nico, I've seen them.
Who?
The Templars. I spied on their meeting in the catacombs.
And you saw the Knights Templar?
I saw a bunch of guys masquerading as Templars. They're after something called the Sword of Baphomet. The bogus doctor was there, the guy who killed Marquet. The manuscript is the key, just as we thought. It shows the way to the broken sword, whatever that is.
And how does the assassin fit into all this?
He's out to stop them. These Neo-Templars, they're men and women in influential positions. Don't you see? Plantar was one of them. The assassin killed him for the manuscript, to stop them finding the sword.
But now we have got the manuscript.
Yes.
So, how do they hope to find the sword?
I don't know. They said something about a lens and a guy called Klausner who's gone to Syria, but they didn't seem to realize the significance of the very site of their meeting. You see, after they'd gone, I discovered a stone pedestal and a carved inscription. I set up the gem on the tripod, directly below a beam of light. The gem split the beam and lit the letters M-A-R-I-B.
Marib is a village in Syria.
Well,
Then the
there you
Neo-Templars
go.
are ahead of us. Klausner beat me to it.
You're not thinking of going there yourself, are you?
Why not?
These guys are crazy and dangerous. That reminds me, you should leave the gem here.
Okay, what about the tripod?
I'll send it back to Andre, anonymously.
Ah, now that we've done it, yeah, we might as well send it back. Don't need that anymore. But I've just realised how long we've been going on for, so I'm going to hold it there and come back to this conversation next time. So anyways, don't forget to obviously like the video, comment away, and subscribe to the channel, of course, for more updates. I shall catch you on the next one, guys. Doodles!